reason.
Yes, sir.
That reason must be manifested by conscious brothers and sisters. Now, we are singing to the choir. All of us, we knew, the four of us, when we came here, whoever showed up here, this is the choir. But it is in Cleveland, the millions, or the certainly tens of thousands that did not see fit to show up here, that we need to infect with our spirit. And this is your charge. This is your charge. But the best way to infect someone with the Spirit is to model the behavior that you expect from your people.
Yes, sir. Yes.
My daddy taught me many years ago, what you do speak so loudly I can't hear what you say. I see your mouth running. I see your lips flapping. But what you doing? All of us can do something. We need a lot of us doing a little instead of a few of us doing a lot. That's the charge for the 21st century, to build wealth that our people can transfer intergenerationally and to create, and for us to become the #1 employer for our own people. That's our charge.
Yeah.
In Hidden Colors 4, our brother Kaba, wonderful brother Kaba, he said something in the conclusion. He said, I'm not into nation building, I'm into empire building. And in order to build an empire, you have to build strong communities. To build strong communities, you got to build strong families. And one thing that we have to start doing is stop listening to the people in the dominant society promote the dysfunctional black family narrative that we see pushed on us every day. Because again, in Hidden Colors 4, Brother Laila Africa said, the weapon is the black family. That's the gun. That's the weapon. Because see, with black family dysfunction is always promoted by the white supremacists. Here in Ohio, y'all remember when the little boy fell down in the gorilla cage?
Yeah.
They start putting out news stories talking about, well, his dad had a drug charge 10 years ago. Like that had anything to do with the son's dad wasn't even at the zoo. Samaria Rice, stand up, sister. That's Tamir Rice's mother right there. Beautiful sister. Wonderful mother. So the media was trying to demonize that sister. You see, whenever something happens to our children, the white supremacists will try to demonize black parents. When that little white boy got ate up by that alligator in Florida, they didn't say nothing about his mom and dad. God bless him. But you never see that on the other side. See, the thing is, black family dysfunction is something that they push on us. Look at the movies. They always make it seem like if a black person is successful, it was a white person, not the black family, that did it. Look at that Jesse Owens movie. Jesse Owens left his poor black family, went to the north, a white coach taught him how to be a great track star. The Blind Side. Wasn't that horrible? His mom was a crackhead, so the white lady had to come and teach him how to be a great football player. See, they do that with us all the time. And also, if they do show a black family, they're completely dysfunctional. Look at Empire. The whole family is completely dysfunctional. So they show that and hold that up as a model of black family. So we have to redefine and recapture what the real black family is. And that's up to us to create that narrative.
And remember, the thuggeration of our children has done as much damage as integration. Right? Our children have been thuggified through music, through imagery. You see it. So please, please, please reject that kind of visual and musical and auditory input, because we learn, black people learn differently. I know you know this, right? We are oral, visual, tactile, kinesthetic, auditory. That's how we learn. We're visual learners. We are oral. We have an oral tradition. And we're tactile, touch, right? And kinesthetic. We feel different. So that kind of stuff really infects the minds of our children. So the thuggeration of our children has done at least as much damage as integration has done to us.
I wanted to add something to the imagery. I was being actually boycotted for this new video that I did. I don't know if you guys seen the Blackfish video. Just for y'all, for those who haven't seen the Blackfish video, it was this white cop who had clearly killed 4 innocent black people. And they were showing it on television, and he was watching and he was laughing. So I made sure in the beginning that you understood that he was guilty. So we went and got the cop and served our own justice. You have to see the video to understand what I mean. And they really came after me. And I told white media something that literally made them all run away. I first of all said that one thing that artists do is we keep it so real that we convict ourselves. That's the reason why they're using rap in all of these different trials, is because you said you keep it real. Not David Banner, oh no, it's just my art. This is just art for me. And when I told them, I said, but the difference between my art and your art is you've really done what you put in your movies. I'm only doing maybe what I would like to do at the most. But this was the point to what I was saying. Whenever you create a song, or whenever you create a movie or a poem or anything that has to do with art, you have an infinite, your mind, your personal mind is the only thing that can limit you. Outkast went to Stankonia, Tribe Called Quest went to El Segundo. You can go wherever you want. But we have been so trained that we put ourselves back in the hood. Be free. That's what I told people. People say my music is strange now. I said because we're going through so much hell here in America, I want to take my people somewhere else. The artists used to be the visionaries. They used to be the people who sent somebody somewhere else. But now the streets run the music. The artists are supposed to be the one to give vision. My mom said something and I'll pass it on. My mom said, y'all don't call me this, but she calls me Billy. She said she wanted to name me Billy, but she said it was too white. So she just called me Billy in personal time. And since my mama liked Billy, I like it for that. So call me Billy Africa did. But honestly, my mom said, Billy, she said, you feel alone because you think that you're rare in music. She said, but you're not. You're rare in this world. She said, being a visionary is a blessing and a curse. She said, you are blessed to see things that other men can't see, but you're cursed to sit in it alone. If you are an artist, feel good with sitting alone. I had to tell this brother, and I say it in front of people, because we always hear the negative things about each other. I honestly have to say, Hidden Colors is probably one of the most powerful things that have happened during our generation.
Yeah!
And so many people criticize the fact that it comes from him, but you didn't get off your ass and do it. Maybe he was the only one that, because I hear all these smart people, well, why didn't you do it? You didn't, these kids love it, there you go. So in saying that, he had to sit in that thought alone. When it wasn't hard, because honestly, when he first came to me to do Hidden Colors, I didn't know what it was. This was the first man to pay me to say the shit that everybody else was paying me to stop saying. You gonna give me some money to talk about them folks? Turn on the camera right now. So to see these people, and to even, I'm humbled to even sit on the stage with people of this level, because these are people that I've looked up to, and just to have this opportunity. And I want to tell you all, this so-called curse that they said that was on y'all city from a sports perspective, I think it's prophecy. And the reason why I think that is because it was the same thing about Mississippi. The people who come last understand pain. So this is your city's time to blossom. Y'all have a year. Y'all better get to work. As soon as that ball go up next year, they gonna forget it. This is the time.
Shit, we doing back to back.
For you all to show who you are.
Shit.
Be dreamers.
Yeah! Baba Kaba.
Hey, family.
Brother Kaba had to stand up on y'all ass.
Yeah, there's energy got to go because I'm feeling it, and I'm so very happy to be a part of this. And to be here. Assalamu alaikum to my brothers.
Walaikum salam.
Dr. Clark would often say, when we talk about what has happened to us and what they do to us and what they continue to do to us, Dr. Clark would look at me and have a smirk on his face and he'd say, I'm surprised that you're surprised. A people that won't treat you right, won't teach you right.
Oh, yes.
My mother used to say, you're not going to get water from a rock, you're not going to get blood from a turnip, and you're not going to get morality from your raisins.
Woo!
She wasn't speaking absolute. But you see, Dr. Edward Scobie, brilliant scholar from Dominica, would often say to me, look, don't tell me nothing about no good white people. He said, I know they exist, but good white people act as shields for the bad ones. And I remember the Honorable Elijah Muhammad used to tell a story where he would say that
The
there
most
were 1,000
honorable.
wolves outside your door. There are 100 that would give up their life to protect you. There's 900 that will eat you alive the moment they get to you. You're standing outside, looking outside, ready to go out. You don't know where the 100 are. Are you ready to go outside? No. Because them 100 could be in the back. We are a very unique people. We have been ordained for this time.
Yes, sir.
There is no other people on the planet that have experienced what we've experienced. We have the DNA of the pyramid builders, the ones that raised that society, but the challenge is the fact that the Creator said to our ancestors in Kamene and in Cush, you all know heaven, but you theorize about hell. You don't know hell. You theorize it because you have a sense of what we call a menta or heaven. He said, but one day, in an anointed time, in an appointed time, I'm going to snatch a group of y'all out and place you in hell. So that you will not just know the pyramid age. You will not just be a pyramid builder. You will not just have the DNA of a pyramid builder. You'll have the DNA of the plantation dweller. And the Creator said, I'm not finished with you yet, so I'm now going to place you into the projects. So from the pyramids, we went to the plantations, and we went to the projects. And this is where we are right now. We are in the formation of a project. We are a project. They are seeing what they can do to us under certain circumstances. It is a project. But the Creator's not finished, because we are on the way to the promised land. And you have to, and I appreciate the applause, but we got to do something to get to the promised land. And we've got to get very serious about what we're looking at and what we're experiencing. Because our ancestors that went through what they went through, every morning that I get up and I think that I'm having a rough day, I call on the spirit of my hero, Harriet Tubman. And I ask for the spirit of Harriet Tubman to come in me. And all of a sudden, when her spirit comes in me, I'm embarrassed because I think I'm having a hard time. Compared to what our ancestors went through, we got it made. We have scholars that come before us and teach us economics and what we have to do economically. And we could do this. We could do this if we were willing. And my question to you, are you part of the coalition of the willing? Are you willing to do what's necessary for our babies? Because the African society was based on the babies. Everything that the adult population did was in preparation for the future world. And let me just, as I take my seat, tell you something. The future wealth of the world is in solar power. I have a curriculum on solar power. Our ancestors were aware of solar power. The pyramids were power plants. The pyramid of Khufu is as deep as it is tall. It's 471 feet tall. 755 on each side. So that's a 75-story building turned sideways 4 times around to create a square, 481 feet. As I sit, let me tell you this. If you took half of the perimeter of Khufu's pyramid and divided it by its height, 481 feet, it's equal to 3.14. Pi. But didn't we learn pi in math class as it relates to pi equals circumference divided by its diameter? But didn't I just tell you that we were able to decipher pi in a square? So that means that our ancestors, African folk, were able to round the square and square the circle. That is a philosophically, mathematically genius move that literally ushered in not one thing different that technology does today. Our ancestors were doing it, and they did it because of solar power.
Shut.
Isn't it wonderful that every place on earth where the sun shines the brightest, the people are the blackest?
Yeah.
It's like the Creator has just taken wealth and said to Congo, here, rule the world. To Nigeria, here, rule the world. Puerto Rico, Luisa Aldea, the African community of Puerto Rico, of Haiti, here, I'm going to shine on you. And as I shine on the earth and bring photovoltaics, the electricity created by sun, to you, I'm going to kiss your face and make you black.
Woo!
Solar power is the future wealth of our children. We have to teach them. Here's what you do. Go out and get a book on the sun, simple, and read it to your babies. And then Google solar power and begin to think about what solar power is. Because one day we will be on solar power. And I want us to be the leaders of this. Why? Because we are walking solar power. Our blackness is represented. Family, time doesn't allow us to do. I look forward to coming back to my family in Cleveland. My brothers, I thank you so much.
Well, as this event draws to a close, we will be having a brief photo session immediately following this discussion, which is going to be basically right now. If you're interested in taking a picture, please file accordingly on either side of the stage, and then you'll have an opportunity with our event photographer to take pictures. In the words of Russell Simmons, thank you. Oh yeah, I forgot about the after party. I'm so tired. I might not make it. Official after parties at Take 5. And Forecast is performing there tonight. So if you want to hear them again, come on down. It's right on.